Well, the first thing about training a dog is that first the dog's got to have an instinct, and then you've got to be able to train it to start, the sides, left and right, and to stop. You must have a good stop on it, and not stop, stop, stop. When you say stop, the dog must stop. So you train it from a pup to do that. That's number one in the basics of training as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Got to go along with the dog, let it grow up. It's a bit like a child. You've got to let it grow up. Don't be too hard on it when it's young. Let it grow up a little bit until it's old enough then to be able to put the pressure on it where it has to does the finer things that is training. Your properly bred dog, yeah, it's got to be instinct. Yeah. Very important. It's like anything, I suppose. I go into a lot of farms in my work, and you'll see people there round up their sheep on the four-wheel motorbike, have stock all over the place, no control. You go to the next fella and he's got 2 or 3 beautiful handy dogs, whether they're Border Collies, whatever, and he just stands at the gate more or less and the sheep are put away. No upset the sheep or anything like that, or even the cattle as far as that goes. But yeah, they are a very important part of a man's life in the rural industry.
Sometimes a cow and calf will want, or some of them will want to split one way and some of them want to split the other. And if you can send a dog to like them without forcing them, it does help a lot. Yeah. I don't think I could farm without them. Well, I could, but not nearly as well. That's right, and I'm usually on well, not always on a horse. I can be on a motorbike, sometimes on the vehicle, in the vehicle, Toyota. But cows and calves nearly always on a horse. And if I'm taking a bull somewhere or trying to get one out of the mob, so just control them while you do what you want to do with the cattle. But they'll force them where they have to. If they're going somewhere and you want to stop them, they'll stop. I can tell them to push up or I crack the whip, they respond to the crack the whip. So one dog, they need a puppy. Bolt, as soon as I crack the whip, he'll bark. So that's and he saves me yelling out at him. I can whistle a little bit. So, yeah, they're very handy. I know farmers can farm without dogs and they farm without horses, but I find it better to do it. And the animals all know it and they respond to them. I've had animals here, border bulls that don't know horses or don't know dogs. It takes them a while to get used to them, you've got to handle them with care. But, anyway, it's just one way of doing it. Well, I've now just sold my last sheep, so that's going to be a bit more difficult, but I used to train them on a few sheep, get them used to sheep and then introduce them with cattle. Sometimes with another dog, quite often with another dog, and they learn from the other dog as well. Sometimes they learn their bad habits too, but you try and sort that out. But, yeah, and if you're on, I usually find on a horse it's better. I can control the dog better from on a horse. I can use my hands to wave to them and control them. So that's what I do. And I also go out walking with cattle. In the early stages, walk with them and usually have a stick. Control the dog with that. I don't belt him with it, but it just helps to direct the pup with a young dog. So, yeah, look, I don't profess to be an expert dog handler, but we get by, and I've had pretty handy dogs, and I think I've got a reasonable team now, and we get by. They've all got their idiosyncrasies. Some of them work wide, some of them work closer, but between us all, we get on quite well.